Hello, hello. Testing, testing for the sound. Hello, hello. All right. So the sound seems fine. So, hello and welcome to my channel. This is probably my last stream for the moment. I mean, I will stream, but probably not as regular as I was doing, and we'll go back to uploading videos maybe. I really enjoyed doing streaming, but yeah, there are lots of external issues that I cannot control while streaming, so that causes a lot of stress. It's not a very quiet place where I live, so it's a bit difficult. Not only that, also generally I don't know what to talk in stream, so probably I will come back sooner or later. If you have ever joined my stream or want to join my stream, just keep an eye on my channel or subscribe to my channel. I will update my streaming schedule, or I'll post for my streaming schedule if you want to join my stream. But more or less I will upload videos because that's a bit easier with the sound and noise and everything. So yeah, I wanted to detail a lot in this painting, but one of the reason I was detailing a lot because I felt like I was drawing like a child, like the flowers and the mushroom, everything looked a bit childish, but I don't know, I like it. I like this this environment, whether it looks childish or not, it's just something I really like. So yeah, um I used mostly gouache brush, I think. Yeah, the gouache brush, opaque, the water one, and the mix brush. Generally I use one type of texture brush while painting, and then if I need to add any details, I'll just add a basic texture brush that I made. I generally, whichever software I use, I generally make that brush for texturing. So yeah, I just use that brush for a bit of detailing. Apart from that, when you look the images closely, the reason the drawing looks a bit rugged and rough around the edges because of the texture of the brush. um, Gouache brush, I really don't know if gouache will feel like that in real. Like, I always used watercolor, plain watercolor, but not gouache. So probably someday I'll use it. I'll try it and see if it has the same feeling or not. Another brush I often use is acrylic brush. Now, one of I wouldn't say that it's just my uh, conservatism regarding brushes or something, but I do prefer to use a handful of brushes while painting rather than using a lot of texture brushes and all that. It does take a bit more time than if you use already ready-made brushes that kind of use as a stamp, like for grasses or other foliages and all the stuff, you can just stroke the brush and it will create the shape across the all the shapes across the canvas. So it's not like that I don't like that shortcut, but it's just when I paint these things, I feel like it looks a bit out of the place for rest of the painting. I don't know, it's just my feeling. It's just I feel a bit uncomfortable with it. So that's why I generally avoid that. But yes, sometimes it is a good practice when you are in rush, when you are producing art for commercial purposes, and these are like just for my personal use. But for commercial purposes, those come really really handy. So yeah, and this is why I wish I want to go back to video uploading, because sometimes you have people on your chat and you spend time in while you're on stream with them. Sometimes just people come and go, but they just don't talk. So it's kind of like, I have to talk by myself. No. Another thing I do with my painting is while painting, I try to create light and shadow with the color rather than adding extra, overlay layer. I do that. I do add extra overlay layer and all that, but even before that, I prefer to create the contrast of light and shadow with color, which I think is, I used to do both styles. Like first I would just paint in a generic color and then add lights and shadow on top with probably a color dodge layer or probably a overlay or darken layer. But I think it's kind of more enjoyable for me to add light and shadow while painting. So yeah, it becomes ultimately a bit dramatic, but who doesn't love a drama in art? So that's why I do it. Like I add the shine and the shadows with the basic painting. However, if I'm painting something, let's say a scenery in 3 different times, like in the scenery in the morning background, with the morning, afternoon and night, then I think it's better to first paint in normal lighting, like neutral lighting, and then add separate lighting for separate time of the day. This is basically I do for my animations, but animation backgrounds, that is. But you can do that for your artwork as well, because it would be easier than like for example, you are using this same asset as your background for your comics. Maybe you're writing a comics and you need that background over and over again, and you need it at different times of the day with different characters and etc. So you can create that asset background with neutral color, without any shades and without any lighting, and then depending on the subject matter at hand while you're maybe creating your comics, you can add those extra colors. So this is, I think, great for digital art, which is a bit difficult for traditional art, but it's not like extremely hard. But you cannot reuse same asset over and over for traditional art, unless you draw once and then either you trace it over or make copies. I don't know, like seriously. I think that's a good thing to do. When you are using traditional method for comics creation, but yeah, if you are using digital method, it's much easier that way. So Yeah, this creature, little creature, is the ladybug. Oh my god. First of all, I was having so much trouble finding one proper picture of a ladybug. The entire internet, I mean, Google search or whatever, however you look for your references, is filled with AI stuff, and AI ladybugs are weird. Like, some of them had like four legs, some of them had no legs on one side, and then the weird shine or shadow, it was such a weird thing. Anyways, oh my god, there's lots of background noise. If you can hear a lot of background noise, I'm so sorry. I can't help it. It's just a noisy, very noisy place. So, as I was saying, it was a bit difficult for me to find a proper ladybug. And another thing is, when I paint, I generally try to keep it between realistic and how do you say it, cartoony, unrealistic, I don't know, like something that is not entirely real, to be honest. It's not that I hate realism, it's just I don't like it. I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't hate it per se, but yeah, I mean, realism is not my cup of tea, to be honest. So, yeah, that's why I decided to add light on the butt of the insect. I mean, yeah, of course, like the light is coming from that side. I already decided light will be coming from that side, so why not? This is, I think I changed the blending mode of the brush with color dodge, yes, and then I smudged it. No, not smudged exactly like the smudge brush, but smudged with the brush, which was gouache water. And that is something after using this app, Ibispaint, that is something actually helped me out a lot. I think there was a similar brush in Photoshop as well. It was, I at least for me, I used to use the watercolor wash brush in Photoshop. Watercolor wash, yes, that's the name. So I'm sure there are more brushes now with CC, but I don't really use CC anymore. Probably there are similar brushes like that. It's kind of something you can use in a rush, or when you're lazy, basically, because these are kind of brushes like add more fluidity to your art, but you can do the acrylic style painting, like pick color and then brush over and then blend them without using these blending brushes. I mean, that also fine, that is fine. Like, I used to do that when I didn't have any of these blending brushes. So generally you have to pick a color between the mix, and then you again use it, change the opacity of the brush, and then continue doing it. So this is where I was figuring out the shines, but the shines were not being figured out properly because yeah, I mean this type of ladybugs back, they have a oily layer, so it kind of shines a lot apart from the light on the back, on the bottom, what do you call it, like this is an extra shine, this is shine of a smooth surface. So this shine will, you can see this shine a bit on the darker side as well, not as bright as on the lighter side, but it should be there a little bit because there are environmental light which actually would reflect on a smooth surface like that. So that's why I was like, okay, so there will be shines on both sides of its body, but one side has to be much more prominent and the other side a bit dim, but it will be there because even though I was creating a sense of light and dark, if you look carefully, the dark side also has some sort of light. Maybe it's not as bright or yellowish as the light side, but it is a very mild, uh, light, uh, ambience light, you can say. So it's not devoid of lights because then it will be complete darkness and you won't be able to see anything, to be honest. So okay, so one disclaimer I'm going to give here is because is that's not how ladybug's eyes look. I think I just didn't want to make it look too realistic, so I decided to have a bit, cartoony eyes. Not exactly cartoony, but something that is not 100% realistic. It's not just that I'm resisting realism, but it's just I like this little bit of changes in real stuff and real type of look so that it kind of give people that fantasy feeling. So that's why I kind of made the ladybug's eyes the way I'm making it. However, I really don't know how exactly look their eyes look like because I tried to find and I just it was maybe I was looking at the wrong stuff, but yeah, they don't did not look. I think they have multiple eyes like bees and all that. I don't know, like all the images I found are not, well, they were not really great quality, to be honest. So that's why I use this. Also, I really like these shiny eyes. So I mean, look at them. They do look cute on it, right? Like the eyes, they kind of look cute. I mean, that's all that matter. Looking cute because that was my aim. So one of the reason I didn't use black for shadows was like, I how should I put it? Like, I wanted to give it a more vibrant look and a bit animation, like, I shouldn't say cartoony, because cartoony is completely different. It's like how we see in animation. The colors are so vibrant that even the dark parts are not exactly black, but there's kind of blue or not violet, like almost close to violet and blue, a mixed kind of thing. So the darker side I added all the bluish shade, but on the flower when I painted shade I went on a bit violet color, because it kind of matches well with the flower's shade. I mean, I could give the shadows color blue, but I think this kind of violet or purplish shadow, it looks better. And now I'm gonna draw all the droplets. It's kind of a bit boring and not exactly how I imagined I'd paint, because hold on. Yeah, because yeah, water droplets, I used to paint in a different way basically. So this, and I used to use different brush. This brush, it's a bit difficult also, because it doesn't give you that very thick line, very dense line. It kind of translucent. So, but yeah, it's okay, it's fine. It does give an artistic touch with the strokes and with the texture, so that's fine, to be honest. I don't know if anyone would watch this live stream after it is done. Like, why would anyone waste their time watching it? But if you're someone who likes to watch my painting videos, then just drop a like on my video, so that it will give me more encouragement to work harder and create more art, as well as I'll know that I am communicating with you through art. So that would be nice. And if you like my tutorial videos, you can subscribe to my channel, and I will be posting more videos from now on, as this will be my almost last stream on YouTube, because probably I'll go back to posting videos. I will stream, but yeah, it will be not as regular as I was doing. So yeah, I mean, if you like my art style and stuff, then just subscribe to my channel, and um, you can watch all the videos for free. I mean, it is free, YouTube is free. So I think I took a very lazy way while painting the water droplets. I just drew the shape of the droplet that I wanted, and then kind of use the gouache water brush, and completely blend it, and then erased a bit, so that I can have that, see-through vibe, that the water can be seen through. And also the white part would be like, okay, the light that is refracted through the water, that part is just, I didn't use a lot of light science on water. It was just like, okay, as long as it looks like water drops, I'm fine, I don't want to do anything else. However, if you're using Ibispaint, there is a filter option where you don't even have to paint water droplets, you just have to paint some black drops, shapes, and then use that filter, and it will automatically change those black drops into water droplets. I mean, there is literally a filter. The only reason I didn't use that filter was because I was like, I'm painting the entire thing, why bother using a filter and automatically turning something into water drop? I mean, what's the joy in that? So that's why I didn't use it. Otherwise, if you're in a rush, if you're doing commercial work, if you are doing if you're painting, like drawing your comics, painting it in a rush, you can use these techniques. Like, you can literally use the filter option where you can create water droplets. I don't exactly remember where, so I'm gonna check, because I don't use that filter option that often. So filter, filter, is it in artistic? No. No, the transform has polar coordinates. Drill, ripple, wave. They do have sphere lens and fisheye lens. Style. Yeah. So it's under style, filter, style, and then there's an option called water drop rounded. That's the option. So under filter, style, water drop rounded, is pretty easy to use this option. So of course you have to have a transparent layer on which you are painting black, you know, those black drops or black whatever. Like, I didn't try with other color, I just used black blobs and used that filter ones, and yeah, they turned pretty well, turned into water droplets pretty well. But here I just decided to paint them for no apparent reason. I was like, let's just paint it. However, after painting the water drops, the first few ones, I copied them and then I pasted them again. I changed their shapes. Yeah, it's not like I painted. Oh, oh. Oops, sorry. So yeah, it's not like I painted all of them. I painted the first batch and then copy pasted them. But I really enjoyed painting the first batch, to be honest. I was hoping to finish this painting within 2 hours, but that didn't happen. So you can understand my frustration. So yeah. Hey, hi, Benny. Sorry, I was like looking at something else and I was like, I didn't see your chat. I'm good. I'm good. I don't know if he's still here. Like, oops. Anyways, so how are you? How are you doing? If you're still here, that is. Oh my god. Ah, I'm hungry. So, yeah, as for the drops shadow, I don't know why I decided to you know paint it elaborately. It's like, oh my god, why I'm painting shadows. Yeah, so how are you, Benny? mm, cool. Oh my god, my chat is on. Hold on. Uh it'll come in this, like, you can see the chat on screen. So I don't know if it's good or not. I tried it once, like I turned on chat on screen and it people were like, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. So I keep the chat off and I have a separate screen, which is my phone, where I look at the chat. So how was your week, by the way? Like, we had an entire week, and like, I generally don't like to go to social media, but whenever I go, I see so much sad stories. It's exhausting. So, yeah. Did you do anything exciting this week? Like, mm, or did you have any exciting news, life, or you found anything exciting? Because I haven't yet. Like, yeah, I watched a few long essays on art and different masters, how they worked and stuff like that. But yeah, I really need to do something with the latency because it's super slow. Slow, I say, slow. Yeah, we all have a boring life. That's the thing. It's just super boring. By the way, do you watch English movies? Like, I know there's a movie that recently came out, which is Dune Part 2. I just watched Dune Part 1 on Netflix. I didn't actually think of Dune Part 2, uh, but I was just, they just gave me the recommendation of the Part 1 movie. So I just watched it. So, did you watch it? Oh, you finished Avatar! Congrats! Did you like it? Because I mean, I was a bit disappointed, but yeah, yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people will get angry if I criticize Avatar, but it is worthy of criticism. I don't know what happened between the original creator and Netflix, but my god, they have changed. I mean, the original M. Night Shyamalan movie was, we don't talk about that, but um, this one was disappointing a bit for me. So how about you? Like, did you like the live action version of Avatar? Yeah. Which anime are you watching? Currently, I'm watching Delicious in Dungeon, and for some reason, I like it. It's weird, but I like it for some reason. Like, it's just so different. It's refreshing. And there's another one. I think it's called Made in Abyss or something. It's also a bit weird, but the artwork in that anime is amazing. Like the artwork is super gorgeous. 6.8 out of 10. Okay, that's a nice number. What anime? Oh, the one is Delicious in Dungeon. Another is what was it called? Made in Abyss. Delicious in Dungeon is a very you watch every anime. What are you watching now then? Which anime are you watching? Okay, so this is another brush that I used, which is Shine on the water. Like I could do it with my original brush, but yeah, by the time I reached this section, I was too lazy to do that. Okay, you can name all the animes you like or you're watching now. Oh, I also have a question regarding Demon Slayer because I'm kind of lost with that series. But you first make the list, then I'll ask the question. Oh, all right, that's fine. I hope you're not at work right now because that would be. I don't want people to, get in trouble because of the stream. So, yeah, take your time. But if you have watched Demon Slayer, I last saw Mugen Train. I think it's called the train arc. That is after season 1, Demon Slayer, or season 2. I don't remember. But yeah, I don't know which one to watch after Mugen Train. And probably he left. Okay, I have to Google search it then. I don't even remember how many seasons I've watched. Like, did I watch season 1 and 2 or did I just watch season 1? Is Mugen Train or Mugen? What was the name? Mugen Train? I have to look at it. So the train arc was it after the first season? I have to Google that. So yeah, this is the part I'm cheating where I just I'm copy pasting all the water droplets. You can see. Yeah, I got it. I realized that someone called you. That's why you just suddenly got silent. So yeah, that's okay. That's fine. I just kept on thinking the series for Demon Slayer. And this is how you just copy paste water droplets. I don't know what I'm saying. Like people just coming in and getting bored and leaving. Like, what is she doing? She's just copy pasting water drops. Yeah. Yes, I am. Because I'm too lazy to draw all the water droplets. There are so many. And I don't want to do it. Okay, so Frieren, that one beyond. What was the English name? I forgot. Anyways, Frieren, that one is in my bucket list, but I've never heard the other ones. Do you know the English names of those? Kusuria no Hitori Goto. Saizaku Tame. Yeah, copy pasting is really time saving for digital art, because but sometimes I like to treat digital art as traditional, because traditional art has more work. But when you have the means to get things done easier, and you're like, probably I'll use all those facilities of digital art. And I understand when digital art first came into existence, a lot of people didn't even consider it art, especially traditional artists. I come from traditional background, but I understand other traditional artists who think digital art is not exactly art, because yeah, there are lots of shortcuts in digital art that traditional art does not have. But still, I think it is a kind of art, digital art, because you have to actually paint the piece yourself. Maybe you can use certain shortcuts, but the basic painting has to be done by you. It's not like you just order your software to paint something and it will paint itself. So yeah. Oh, and yeah, have you watched Demon Slayer, by the way, Benny? If you're here, I don't know. I have no idea what's happening. I'm like doing this live stream for over 2 months. I think I have to check, but for quite a long time. But I still can't make people to talk on chat. Like, there are people who comes in and they just leave. So that's on me. I don't think I have anything to chat about then. They can go and cry. Yeah, like, yeah, I understand their point of view as well, but yeah, I mean, there are differences. We have to agree that these are two different type of art. It's not comparable. Oh, you watched it. So can you tell me, after the first season of Demon Slayer, um, is the train arc, right? Then the second season. I mean, what is the chronological order for me to watch? Because I remember I've watched the first season of Demon Slayer and then the train arc. So I don't know. By the way, my chat is showing one number, and my how do you call it? My stream app is showing a different number of people on stream. So I'm confused. Oh, you're here. Okay, okay. As you can see, I keep on copy pasting the water droplets. However, one thing I would say, that there wasn't enough water droplets for the flowers. Probably I should have added more, because it's kind of like only a handful of water droplets. I mean, it was supposed to be morning dew, probably, or evening dew. No, it's morning dew. I'm just kidding. So, but I got a bit tired, to be honest, and I was like, yeah, it's enough. this level, this amount of water droplet, that's enough. And then I decided to add those droplets everywhere. So, it is the train arc. Yes, train arc is after the first season, right? So, then the second season. In between, are there any more arcs that I'm missing? I think the train arc came out as a movie. So, I think I next is second season probably. Oh, thank you, thank you. It was a quite an whimsical painting, to be honest. Like I was thinking of using, like I was while I was painting, I was like, F you color wheel. I don't want to follow color wheel. That was the psychology while when I was painting this. I was like, I don't want to use all this color theory and all these things. I just want to create something whimsical, like with green. Obviously, if you watch my majority of my painting is kind of greenish bluish. It has a theme. Sometimes I break the theme with other colors, but generally I like painting foliages or anything with these cool colors. So to break the monotonicity, I just added violet, like blue and violet, and I was like, okay, so the mushroom will be like that. And then to break the mushroom's monotonicity, I just added a bit of warm color, orangish warm color in the mix. And yeah, and this is the part I was talking about where I added a black layer with overlay blending mode. I generally do that for creating a contrast, high contrast. I don't have to use the photo editing tools of brightness and contrast or anything. Like if you add just a black overlay layer, you're done with it. Seriously. And then I'm erasing the part where, not this is not erasing, not yet, this is now I'm just putting a lighter color on the blending mode and blending it with water brush, but I will erase certain part to make it a bit lighter if it needs to be. Yeah, to my surprise, when I said fu color wheel, I really didn't think that the color combination will come out this good. However, it does have a childish appearance, I would say, because of the flowers. They kind of look plasticky, and I don't know, I mean the whole thing looks like a bit I mean not so mature, but I like it. I mean, I like this childish fantasy type stuff. So yeah, it's a really effective technique. You can just have a dark layer entirely and in overlay mode, and then add lighter color where you want light, and erase those areas a bit. The darker color, you just erase a bit of darker color if you want everything in one layer, but I obviously use two layers. And another thing I did is, on the darker side, I added a blue hue, because then it won't look as blackish. rather than it would look a bit bluish. And as I was saying, that majority of my inspirations are from animation, like either anime background art or animation, western 2D animation, 90s animations, or even there are some good western animation, not as much but still there. So that's why my art style is kind of like extremely colorful. And okay, no problem. My stream is almost over actually. So if you come back and don't see me around, just know that my stream just ended. Okay. So yeah, see ya. And I mean, if we see each other again, we'll see each other again. Otherwise, see you soon. So yeah, I was trying to give it a bit more magical look with the particles, but I hated it. It looked kind of cheap to me. I don't know what other people will think, but for me, it looks a bit no, kind of ruins the feeling of that morning atmosphere. And for some reason, I just love drawing macro scenes, that is the small world, painting small world in a larger canvas and kind of making them bigger. So yeah, that's the painting. Basically, I also added a bit of dark and foggy side on the right side, the darker side, because last week Benny actually suggested that, why don't you add a bit of fog? And I was like, not a bad idea. Maybe not a lot of fog, but a little bit of blue hue would give it that mysterious look, and it will increase the contrast between the light side and the dark side. I mean, duality of life. No, it's just, it looks good that way. So yeah, thanks Benny for giving me the suggestion last week of adding a bit of fog. I actually thought of it and then completely forgot about it, but then Benny talked about it and I was like, yes, I have to remember that. I have to add that fog at the background. So thanks for in taking interest in the art and actually suggesting something really nice, which worked really good with the artwork, I would say. And yeah, this is the final artwork. Oh, I actually have that. So yeah, this is, I don't know if you'll like it or not. If you like it, drop a like on my stream, and you can subscribe to my channel. I will post more tutorial videos and talk about a lot of art in media and stuff. If you like that kind of stuff, please come visit my channel and watch my videos. And I'll appreciate if you drop a like to this video so that more people can find it, and I'll feel encouraged that actually people like my painting. I mean, that's all you can do, and that is a lot for me, since I'm just it's just my hobby to post painting on YouTube. It's not something I do as a profession. It's not monetized, it's nothing. So if people like my artwork, if I make them happy showing my dumb artwork, I'm fine. I'm happy. And yeah, that's all I can say. I think Benny is not gonna come back, so so yeah, that's my stream for today. Okay, who are these people who are watching me at the end of the stream? But thanks for watching. thanks for coming, dropping by at my stream. I appreciate it. And yeah, I hope to see you in my other videos. Enjoy your weekend and have a great day. Ciao.